Welcome to the Town Alone Basketball and Hockey Podcast. That's going to sound terrible because I had to adjust the mic. Hold on. There we go. Welcome to the Town Alone Basketball and Hockey Podcast. Stop talking over me, Mike. I'm doing the intro. The only this podcast is brought to you by the wheel. I'm really fucking this up today, man. We're all off schedule. It's a Saturday instead of a Friday. It's fucking 4:42 in the afternoon. I watched Mad Max today. Not the good Mad Max. The original one from 1979. I'm your host, Adam Hess. And with me, as always, it's Miller time for Mike Regan. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm just out here living.
We out here.
We out here.
This is the Town Alone. What'd you say?
I said we in the cut.
Do you know what that means?
I think it means something way harder than I am as a white boy who grew up in the suburbs.
Yeah, the cut's like a drug house.
I'm Adam. I'm not in the cut. I take it back. I'm not in the cut.
But this is
I'm in the hut.
The Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Saw where that was going. This is the Talent Alone Basketball and Hockey Podcast, the podcast where we talk about basketball and hockey. This week, we will be talking exclusively about hockey. Unless, you got any thoughts on Timberwolves blowing the Jazz out for the tune of 100 points through three quarters?
That's cute that you'd bring that up and not my team beating your team. But
yeah, let me tell you something. That Knicks Timberwolves game, that was a dog shit game for the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
they were fucking terrible.
When it comes to basketball right now, my biggest thought, the biggest take that runs through my head on a daily basis when I wake up, when I go to sleep, is that somehow the Detroit Pistons are going to steal the 1 seed from the Knicks.
Nah, Pistons suck.
Dude, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren have been cooking.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if one of them gets hurt, they're like an 8 seed, but still.
You should have heard how excited I got during that Jazz game when Kevin Love checked in, and for just a brief moment, the shiniest moment for the Jazz season, 4 out of 5 of the guys on the floor for them were white guys.
You got excited about that?
If they had Walker Kessler hadn't had season-ending surgery right before that game, they could have run out a 5-guy white guy lineup.
That's true. That would have been big for us, and we need a win right now. I will say, us white people don't win enough.
Yeah, let's see who's the preeminent American white in the league right now.
American white? Oh, that's tough.
It was supposed to be Cooper Flagg.
He's doing good. Not like blowing the doors off of anything, but he's doing good.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Now all these European whites are stealing our thunder.
The European whites are stealing our thunder, Mike.
Like,
What did we even dump that tea into the Boston Harbor for? That's the second
disgusting.
Time in 4 days you've brought up the Boston Tea Party.
Well,
what is with you?
When you rank tea parties, number one, you power rank them. Number one is the Boston Tea Party.
How do you think Jeremy Swayman would have done during the Boston Tea Party?
He probably would have been employed by the Brits to block the barrels from going in, and he probably would have missed them all.
3.5 goals saved above expected on the season so far, Mike.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. Means
good job by you.
Average. Good job by you, buddy. But we are a hockey podcast, as you could tell from our extensive talk about the Boston Tea Party. And I guess the 4 minutes we just did on basketball.
It was a very important thing. I feel like you're downplaying the Boston Tea Party.
How is it that important? It's only. Why is that such a notable
American?
event?
Are you not an American? Do you don't once a year go to the store and buy a box of Lipton and just throw it in the closest body of water you can find?
No, but I do live in Chicago, so once a year they dye the entire river green.
Oh,
which
it's green tea. It's the Chicago Green Tea Party.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's interesting, I guess.
Yeah. I bet you the National Guard is going to put an end to that.
Well, I mean, the good news is I'm being attacked in my home city by the National Guard. My favorite football team is going to be playing in President Donald Trump Stadium in 2028. At least I have my basketball team.
I opened Twitter and I saw that story and I went, yeah, I'm done for social media for the day. This is it. I'm good. I'm going to pass.
If you want to hear what we talked about for the last 9 minutes, go ahead and pay to enter our members area. It'll be the only video on there that you get as a benefit for paying. What's the price on that? Like $14.99 a month? Yeah. I haven't looked into it.
Or if you just want to put in me doing an RFK voice, talking dirty like an ASMR RFK voice.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah.
We'll get that. I'm sure
I'm so hot right now.
if one of us becomes transgender or undocumented immigrant, I'm sure we could get Kellyanne Conway on the podcast to scream at us or something. So that'll be all of our members' content.
You said Mom Bonnie, transgender, and undocumented immigrant. MAGA. He's obsessed.
If I was MAGA, I would have said illegal alien, sir.
That is true. And no one in this world is legal. There's my liberal snowflake term. And now to hockey. Speaking of snowflakes.
Spencer Knight. No.
Okay.
Mike, we are the Talent Alone Basketball and Hockey Podcast. And this week with you on here, we are covering the NHL. What did I say?
You said Talent Alone.
Oh.
Well, website's Talent Alone, but we are
The
BASKEY.
website's Talent Alone. The podcast is BASKEY. You can tell that by the logo. I'm really off my game now that we talked about politics that long. Really threw me off my whole intro game.
Dude, it got you all poly-charged.
Yeah, no, I'm just horned up for politics.
Yeah.
Mike, 2 weeks ago, we chose a team to be Team Talent Alone for 2 weeks. And that team, Mike, was the Montreal Canadiens, who lost 2 games and won 3. The French Canadians. As Mike would say. Mike, I want to review the last 2 weeks of Montreal hockey to kind of get the temperature on our favorite team for the last 2 weeks before we go through and pick a new team. So I thought we'd do this as the good, the bad, and the what, but I think the main thing, the sticking point, the flashpoint for Canadiens hockey right now, we got to talk about Sam Montreal.
Not good. You also said what the wrong way.
How am I supposed to say it?
You gotta do the Stone Cold. You gotta do the good, bad, and the what?
I can't hit the Stone Cold. You gotta hit it for me.
What? There you go. How's that Topo Chico, brother? Looks refreshing.
Yeah, it's a good one. Grabbed it. I didn't want to drink a coffee this late.
I was a little envious of that Topo Chico when I saw it. Yeah.
What do you got? What's on your drink palette there?
I got a little bit of a Ghost orange cream energy drink left, and then I also have a Aquafina.
Oh, I was so convinced you were gonna grab like a Sam Adams.
I was pulled like a 40, like 2 of them.
Yeah.
I was gonna pull up my hands duct taped to 2 40s. Actually, Adam, we're doing Edward 40 hands on the pod today.
Well, you say that like that's ridiculous, but we maybe do have a live stream where you drank a 40. So
yeah, we may. Maybe I'll do Edward 40 hands for the Fire Red randomizer on Tuesday.
We'll talk about that when we get to our plugs. It is. I cannot get the lighting right in this room right now. Look, I look like I'm Two-Face.
Yeah, I had to sit at a different table than usual, so my whole life is wrong.
Yeah, you get your lights are really blown out there in the background.
Is it?
Yeah. See, what you got to do? You got to take a Sharpie.
Well,
and you
just
got to
cancel
stripe
the
those
podcast.
things. It cuts
I gotta strike them.
You got to stripe them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
It cuts their lumens in half. Makes it to where they're not blown out.
They're too many lumens.
But Sam Montreal, as we call him around these parts.
Not good.
Here's what I want to talk about, though. Not good, sure, but I almost think
your butt.
his like the Sam Montreal bounce back is on. Is that insane to say?
A little bit.
Like
a little bit.
His last game, in our coverage period against the Flyers, he allows in 4 goals and then loses the shootout. But he allows in 3 goals early and then is just fucking nails for like the last 2.5 periods. And so once again, I raised to you. Are we concerned about Sam Montreal, or is Sam Montreal back? He was in the 4 Nations last year as one of the best goalies for Canada, because their other options were Logan Thompson, who they're never going to allow in, despite the fact that once again he appears to be the best Canadian goalie in the world.
Or Aiden Hill. They're like, no, go home, you suck.
I can't wait for the Olympics to roll around, and once again, it's Jordan Bennington who sucks shit until the gold medal game when suddenly he's pitching a shutout through 2.5 periods.
Jordan Bennington. That's why you put Bennington on the roster, is because like, oh, big game Bennington, let's go.
And because if anyone scores an important goal, he'll try to steal the puck and put it down his pants.
He'll just throw a water ball at him.
Did you see the 900th goal thing?
No, what do you do when Ovi scored 900?
So he takes off his glove. He takes off his blocker, fishes the puck out of his glove, and puts it down the back of his pants.
He rubbed his butt on the 900th goal.
No
for
one
Ovi that
really
he wanted
knows
to
what he's
keep.
doing. He didn't go to media availability after that. Eventually, someone skated over and got the puck from him for Ovi.
How? Wait.
And
How
he
did they get
said
it? How
he
did they
said
get
later
it?
on in a statement, he said later on, like, I was going to give him the puck, but why'd you put it down your pants then? Why
He
were
was
you trying to
putting
hide it?
He was trying to put a stank on it. He was trying to put a little.
Well, he already
You
put
ever
a
see-
stank on it when he let in a gross goal that was his fault because of a turnover for Ovi's 900th goal. So
Did you
his
ever see
stank was all over it.
Mallrats?
No,
Oh, you never saw Mallrats? All right.
not a big Kevin Smith guy. Is that weird?
That's true. You're not. That's not. That's actually that makes sense to me in a weird way.
How's that? Is that going to completely blow up my face? What if I move over here a little bit? No. Well, I'm just not going to get the lighting right, Mike. I'm just going to look like this.
Ferda.
But Sam Monterball. So I think the important thing to start with here, as we prepare for the Olympics, we're under 100 days to the Olympics. Is Sam Monterball an Olympic goalie for Team Canada, or has he played himself out of that position this year?
I don't think he is. I don't. Yeah, he was very good after letting in 3 early goals. But the important part of what I just said was letting in 3 early goals.
Yeah.
I still think that has to be factored in. I think Monterball is a Monteball, as some would say, is an issue right now for Montreal.
Monterball's a
Dobes
problem.
Dobes has played well, but like Monteball is the dude who has to be the guy for them. I mean, he played very well for them last year.
Yeah, last year, he was arguably one of the best goals in hockey. I mean, like, I think that he was credited a lot for why they ended up having that huge leap.
Yeah,
I mean,
because it was he had to deal
24.6 goals saved above expected last year, by the way.
exactly.
Relative
His goal saves above expected were very good because he was behind a defense that was like Lane Hudson and a bunch of Jags, and so he had to figure it out. And he played very well. And so it's frustrating when you add a dude like Noah Dobson, and then all of a sudden, are you laughing because I said Noah Dobson?
It's just everything with you, man. It's always Noah Dobson.
Noah Dobson. At least this isn't my who was it last year that got traded to Montreal at the deadline?
Oh, Brendan Carlo?
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, this is it. This is what they needed. That was way worse. It didn't work out. And I can't wait to see what depth defenseman they trade for this year. But yeah, like they added. Look, I won't say his name again because you'll pick on me. But they added a very good defenseman, fair to say, and now Monteball has turned into a Monta Pumpkin. Bad pun. But they needed him to be the same thing. I took him in one of our like preseason prediction drafts or like that we did. I took him for,
Yeah.
I think it may have been goals above expected again. And
Yeah, it was
letting me down.
It was one of those like advanced statistics I believe that you took him for.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna turn the corner. He's been terrible to start the season. He was very good last year.
Mhm.
Goaltending's fucking weird.
It is.
And
That's an important thing.
It really so he goes down 3-0, allows in 3 early goals, including a weird goal that like bounces over Brandon Montour's stick and just gets taken to the house by Owen Tippett. What?
Sorry, I had like PTSD because you said Brandon Montour, who used to play for the Sabres.
But like after that, he was just great, and he loses in a shootout, which doesn't count because it's not a real thing.
Mm-hmm. Backs.
So I don't know, man. It kind of feels like maybe that's the kind of catalytic event. Like it feels like we interacted with him at the right time. Now, obviously, then he's not on the ice for their loss to New Jersey in overtime. But I will also say, in our time following Montreal Canadiens, in clear opposition to our history with team talent alones in football, Canadiens got points in every game.
They did, yeah.
Won 3 and had 2 overtime
well.
losses, and it was not really an overtime loss, whatever.
Yeah, but no, yeah, they played well. No, I think there's reason to think that he's getting it going, and like, or even if you don't think he's getting it going at this moment, that he'll start to ramp up because at the end of the day, he's played 7 games, and I am I'm a strict believer across all sports that like the first like that first like beginning chunk of the season is very getting your feet back under you, because I don't think you can ever simulate real game atmosphere through practice. So I don't think it's crazy for goalies to take a second to heat back up.
So we really need to decide something here, Mike.
Yes.
We need to come to some kind of consensus, some kind of conclusion here.
A consensus, you said.
Is Sam Montreal going to make the Canadian Olympic roster in 100 days?
Oh. I mean, I
Logan
don't
Thompson,
think...
Aiden Hill, Jordan Binnington, I think are the only 3 guys ahead of him. Or
Yeah,
the only 3 guys in conversation outside of him.
I think the whatever it is, the Canadian Hockey Alliance, whatever it is, who the national Canadian hockey people who decide these things seem to love Jordan Binnington, which I don't entirely hate, because like literally, like I said sarcastically earlier, big game Binnington, but he kind of is like regular season game. I'm not picking Binnington, but like playoffs, give me a little Binnington here. Big game Binnington is a thing.
Can you imagine how badly Canada needs to win gold at the Olympics right now after Toronto lost in the World Series?
Yeah, and also it doesn't look like the Maple Leafs aren't going to win the cup this year.
You don't think so?
I'm saying it. No, I don't think the Oilers are.
Well,
either.
I got great news about you for the next 2 weeks of team talent alone.
Veto. No, I feel like you have to. I feel like they got lucky in the what was it called again?
4 Nations.
The 4 Nations, with their goalie decisions, to not have Logan Thompson, to not have
one of the best goalies in the league, and is somehow not going to be on the roster.
Yes, it was a weird thing where it's like he's one of the best goalies in the league, but he's splitting time, so he hasn't played as many games. Like,
yeah, like another thing I want to talk about here in a second is also like how Nick Suzuki probably should be the Selke favorite right now, but he doesn't play like the majority of PK time, so there's no fucking chance.
Yeah. And then same thing with Aiden Hill's playing great. Spencer Knight, is he Canadian? Did we say that?
Spencer Knight's American.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll Google it.
Don't worry. You see what that was?
Like
Google fingers.
You asking me to Google it? I know.
No, these are my Google fingers. You can't.
Spencer Knight is an American professional ice hockey goaltender for the Chicago Blackhawks of the National Hockey League.
Dude, he better be on our roster.
Okay, so let's we'll circle back and do Olympics at another time. I was about to get into the American roster, but we'll circle back and do, because I fucking love the Olympics. It's like the team sports at the Olympics I care so much about. The individual sports, I don't really give a fuck. But the team sports are so much fun.
It's the only time I'm patriotic is the Olympics.
For me, it's any time that we're playing Canada in anything.
Or any time people are like, hey, let's go throw tea in this river. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
But let's talk about some other things here for the Montreal Canadiens. First off, as previously mentioned there, Nick Suzuki is looking like the best two-way forward in the league right now.
He's playing great.
Yeah, on ice, expected goals percent, 68.8%. So for those of you who aren't totally in touch with advanced statistics, that basically means when Nick Suzuki is on the ice, the Canadiens are expected to score 68.8% of all goals. So almost 70% of all goals scored in the time that Suzuki's on ice is expected to be by Nick Suzuki. He's in that top line. It's him, Cole Caulfield, and Yuri Slafkovsky, who right now have, between the three of them, almost 20 goals, 14 games into the season. Cole Caulfield has actually scored down. He was scoring a goal a game, and he hasn't scored quite at that clip since we started watching. But all three guys are just fire shooting out of their ass, playing well right now.
Yeah, I also my biggest things about this team is just the young talent on it and the way they're coming into shape. I mean, Nick Suzuki's a little bit older. He's kind of like more like it. He's like officially into his prime. You could probably maybe you could say the same about Caulfield, but they're all still very young. Suzuki is just
were Caulfield wait, were Caulfield and Suzuki the same draft? No, Suzuki's a year before.
No. Yeah, he's a year before. Do you ever play if you ever played Chell and you pick you make like your character, for like the my player, and there's like the different character archetypes, and one's like goal scorer, and that's like your like Ovechkins, and the other one I can't remember the term. I think it's like playmaker, right? Mm-hmm. That's like your Suzuki. It's like I'm not gonna light up I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna get all the Genos. I'm gonna get a shitload of apples though. I'm gonna make things happen. That's what Suzuki does, but it works so perfectly with a guy like very correctly nicknamed Goal Caulfield. He stuffs the net. You got a guy like Slafkovsky. You got Demidov.
I don't want to cut you off here because you're absolutely cooking with this comparison, but I do like how you framed it. Like his nickname before he started playing hockey was Goal Caulfield, and it just happened to work out.
It just happened to work out.
Yeah.
He was born, and his parents were like Cole Caulfield, as in Goal Caulfield.
Yeah.
And the doctor was like, "Yeah, whatever. Cut the umbilical cord, threw him in a bucket." Kirby Doc had a big game the other night. We see him. In my head, Kirby Doc is not 24. He's 28, but he's still like relatively young. He's got a good team, and like a big thing that they're starting to put together, and that it's something I harp on in any basket when we talk about teams. So I would seriously consider as a team that could make a run in the playoffs. One thing is center spine. The other big thing is your defensive depth. I want to see some level of a dude in each of your center pairs. And like they're building that. They got Dobson, they got Hudson, William Carrier down in the third line's not bad as well. Yeah, I think maybe they could do for a trade for a little more defensive depth to help them out.
I'm sorry. Did you mention Demidov when you were talking about their kind of like depth on the lines? Okay.
I did, yeah. I think maybe they could.
Has Demidov made up any Rookie of the Year distance for you versus Matty Shafes?
I don't know. Matty Shafes is really killing it right now.
Back-to-back, the potential for back-to-back defensemen Rookies of the Year, Calder winners, that'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Like, we always talk about how white dudes love white safeties.
White dudes love defensemen. Is that what you're about to
White
say?
dudes love defensemen. So
I do. I harp on it all the time. Like, what's your defense? What's your third pair defenseman? I don't like it. You can't win the cup. Your third pair defense.
So that's
good. I can't.
That's why you're shorting the Montreal Canadiens, because once you get down to like Jaden Struble, you're like, I don't know about this. I don't know about Jaden Struble. You know,
No,
these top four defensemen I really believe in, but Jaden Struble, get the fuck out of here.
I don't hate their defense. I think come March, come trade deadline, keep an eye on Montreal to possibly make a trade for like another defenseman to fill that unit out, if you will.
Would it be insane for them to move for someone like, I mean, he's not like a depth piece, and maybe they don't need a guy
like
this,
William Karlsson or Eric Karlsson? I'm sorry.
There you go. William Karlsson's a forward, so that was confusing.
Maybe trade for him too.
But would it be crazy for them to trade for like an Adam Fox? Like, is New York that set on keeping Adam Fox around?
I think so. New York is in the they're owned by the same person as the Knicks, so they're in that perpetual like
from JD and the straight shots.
We're New York. We're always competing. We're a big deal. Look at us. We're Madison Square Garden. We're in New York, and so they're always hanging on, trying to Adam Fox doesn't seem like a guy they would get rid of. I'm like slightly surprised. I was slightly surprised at the time that they actually cut the cord on Chris Kreider, because despite the fact that he was, I'm not going to say like old, but was nearing the end of his prime, he was still a goal scorer. And they said, "Nah, we're good."
Any chance Buffalo moves on from Bowen Byram?
No. Bowen's, I call him by his first name. We're best friends. Byram's playing great this year.
He is, but wasn't there talk about them moving him?
There was, because I don't think he had as good of a year as we were hoping year one with us. Well, year 1.5, because we traded for him at the deadline when we did the player for player swap with Casey Middlestat. Oh wait, that was a minute ago. Was that prior to the season, or was that?
It was prior to the season last year.
It was, okay. So yeah, that first season didn't go, I think, as well as we were hoping. But we ended up doing the RFA deal, and locking him down. I think he's playing really well, so he might be in line to get a contract from us. I don't think we're looking to move him anymore. If we could move Jacob Bryson, that would be nice. I don't have to watch him play hockey anymore. I'd appreciate that. I mean, I finally don't have to watch Henry Yoki Haru play hockey, and that was a gift in itself for him to no longer be a Sabre. I'm sorry, Henry.
I just pulled up. We're not talking about the Sabres. You can stop talking about the Sabres.
I'm gonna keep talking about him. So back in 1970, a little team entered the league.
I just pulled up like a random trade board from the early season. How would you feel about Dougie Hamilton?
Oh, well,
Dougie Hamilton to Montreal. Once again, like more of an offensive play driver, a little bit older, doesn't have the same like juice that he had even 2 seasons ago. But like a third pair Dougie Hamilton, he's in the last year, and that's part of why they're talking about moving him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that deal if I'm on Montreal to boost my defensive depth and get a little 1 year of Dougie or even a half season of Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, teach me how to Dougie.
Pavel Zacha.
I wouldn't hate that either.
Pavel Zacha, he was in trade rumors before the season, and Montreal was connected to him.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else here worth bringing up?
It's going to be tough. Well, Dougie Hamilton, I was going to say they're going to be in competition with the Maple Leafs to get that depth defenseman, but they're never going to go for like a Dougie Hamilton. They're like, nah, too much offense. We need the grit. We need the physical aspect that they're always searching for.
Number one person on the trade board for this is Rasmus Andersson.
Ooh. Oh, because the Flames are tanking.
Yeah.
It appears. They're not good. Goddamn, Rasmus Andersson's a very good defenseman.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Rasmus Andersson in Montreal. Like, once again, like maybe if we're talking about, because I agree with you, like the defensive depth's a little bit of a concern.
Yeah.
Rasmus Andersson, drop Mikey Matheson down to the third pair.
Yeah.
Lane Hudson, Jaden Struble, Noah Dobson, and Rasmus Andersson as your top 4 defense.
Yeah, what side does Rasmus play?
I think he's a left shot, but I'm not sure.
Oh my god, dude! Fucking a little Rasmus with Dobson.
Yeah.
I'm having one right now thinking about it. Anderson's a phenomenal defenseman. He falls more into like your I guess like my example is you got your Makar who are they're Jesus level defensemen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, you got your Makars who obviously have this like huge offensive upside, and then you got like your Devon Tabes, right? There's like your well-rounded defenseman, you know, and that's what Rasmus Andersson is. And I think he would be a huge boost if they could pull that off. But I think that the return would have to be somewhat significant for them to do that.
I thought it was gonna be really funny if you just kept naming defensemen down the Avs roster there to like give me the archetypes and you'd be like, below your Devon Tabes, you have your wily veterans, your Brent Burns types.
You got your Samuel Girards, you know.
Is there anything else that we missed here that we really need to talk about with Montreal?
No, I just say that, you know, it was our first choice for this new 2-week team talent alone thing we're doing on BASKEY. And I thought it was a good choice. I'm still very high on the Canadiens after 2 weeks of more focusing on them.
Still atop the Atlantic Division, both by points and points percentage, with a game in hand over the Red Wings, who are in second, and 2 games in hand over the Bruins, who are somehow in third. The Canadiens have lost their last 2, but both of them were in overtime, and their next game is today against the Mammoth. Fuck, I'll be watching that game.
Oh, the Mammoth.
I'll be watching that one. That's starting in about 40 minutes from now, Mike.
All right, so that's hockey. Talk to you later. Plugs.
I'll be tuning in for that one. Love me some Utah. With that, should we just go ahead and pick our next team talent alone? So we discussed it on our most recent live stream where we were playing NFL Blitz, and Mike almost died eating a McRib.
I was really close to dying there. There was a moment where I was like, I don't think I can breathe right now.
But we discussed it on there that we decided that the way we're going to do this is during the season, each of us gets one redo where we can pick a team that we had picked previously, but did not choose to. Yeah, 1-1. Let me explain it, and then you answer fucking questions.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we get one redo where we have the opportunity to pick a team that we had picked previously in the season but didn't extend at the end of their 2 weeks, and one extension, which is where at the end of the 2 weeks we say, I want to watch 2 more weeks of this team. So we have the opportunity, if everything goes according to plan, and we use all of our stuff, we'll basically watch 4 teams 2 times, and then the rest of the league once. Or, you know, some combination of that.
Some sort of math.
I don't know how many weeks are in the NHL season, so we might start really getting to the bottom of the barrel. Hopefully, not 33 weeks. Wait, that'd be fine. Not 64 weeks.
End up watching the Sharks. Actually, but then again, Macklin Celebrini kind of killing
I have the Sharks written on my list, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But with that, Mike, I figured we should go ahead and choose the team talent alone for technically November 7th through November 20th. It is November 8th. We had to push the podcast 1 day for production reasons. So technically, we're 1 day into watching this team already. The only team I only have one team written down that would affect. But outside of that, everyone else I have written down, their games run the 8th to the 20th. So, Mike, last time I felt like I was the driving force behind us choosing the Canadiens, so I wanted to go ahead and give you the opportunity to throw out your teams first that you were thinking about.
So I didn't come here with a group of teams. You know, I just came in here with one that I'm feeling right now.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, do you want to give your list first, and then I'll see if we overlap, or do you want me to give?
Yeah, sure, that works. Since you just have the one.
Yeah.
So my initial thought was that we have to go with the Central because the Central is fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, by the Western Conference standings or the divisional standings, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams all within 6 points of each other.
Mm-hmm.
The Avs, Stars, Jets, and Mammoth are all within 3 points of each other, with the Blackhawks holding on with a 7-5-3 record for 17 points, just outside of them. They only have 2 teams with a negative goal differential in the double digits, and maybe 3 cup contenders with the Mammoth. That's a dark horse.
Cup contender.
Avs, Stars, and Jets.
But you said Mammoth.
I said as a dark horse.
As a dark horse, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pitch black dark horse.
Excuse you, sir. 7-3-0 in their last 10 for the best last 10 in the division.
That's cute. It's November 8th.
So I had each of those written down. I want to rattle off their schedules, see if any of these strike you particularly. Okay. So the Avs tonight are at the Oilers. Tomorrow are at Vancouver. 11-11, our next live stream day. They are versus the Ducks. 11-13 versus the Sabres. 11-16 versus the Islanders. And 11-20 versus the Rangers to close out our tenure as Avs fans. The Winnipeg Jets, the reigning President's Trophy winners, which we don't talk about enough. First and foremost, reason we got to talk about them there. Marky Scheif's cooking this season.
Yeah.
And the pride of America right up until overtime in the Four Nations, Connor Hellebuck. They're at San Jose yesterday, so we missed that game. I believe they won, but let me double check that. Oh, Sharks won 2-1.
Darn in the water.
Sharks won.
Like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes. So
what'd you spill, by the way? Sorry.
Oh, Topo Chico. I had a different one. And as I was taking it out of the fridge, I almost stepped on my cat and dropped a Topo Chico, and so the glass shattered.
God damn. My bad.
Yeah, and then I also had to. Right after that, I had to take my Timberwolves flag in because it's raining, and I didn't want it to get ruined.
All right, because you're just embarrassed by them. No, I'm just kidding. They won last night. Good game.
They fucking blew the Jazz into next year.
They did.
On the 9th, so 2 days from now, the Jets are at the Ducks. 11-11, our next stream day where we're streaming Pokemon Fire Red Randomizer. They are at Vancouver. 11-13 at Seattle. 11-15 at Calgary, and they close out the last day that we'd be able to cover them. 11-18 versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Utah Mammoth tonight are at the Canadiens, so we get a chance to root for our previous team Talent Alone to lose in embarrassing fashion. On the 9th, at the Senators, then they have Sabres, Islanders, Ducks, Sharks, and Golden Knights for the rest of our tenure. The Stars are at the Predators tonight. Then they have Krakens, Sins, Canadiens, Flyers, Islanders, and Vancouver to close it out.
Yeah.
Does any of that particularly strike you? Any of those schedules make you go?
I mean, they strike me. I mean, obviously, I got like romantically entwined with the Avs that year they won the Stanley Cup because like going into the season, I was like, oh fuck, this team's gonna do it.
You had a tryst with them, and you just haven't recovered since. They're the one who got away. In a different universe, like
I can't quit them.
If you didn't bleed red and black, which you should get that checked out by a doctor.
I think I would have to check it out if I bled blue and gold.
And yeah. You would be an Avs fan.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. I mean, they play Blink-182 beginning of the third period. This is good stuff.
Wouldn't it be really funny if they switched the Blink-182 song but kept playing Blink-182?
But they just switched it to like, I spilled apple juice.
I was gonna say what's my age again, but I guess Adam's song is funnier.
Please tell Mom it's not her fault. That'd be a downer, right?
Yeah.
Like tie game going into the third and a song about committing suicide. It'd be like,
Yeah, they just
I think we're just gonna head for the parking
they
lot.
just faded in going into the third with
Yeah.
I never thought I'd die alone.
The whole crowd keeps singing along after it fades out. Another 6 months I'll be alone.
They just cut to the ice and Josh Manson's laying on the ground.
Yeah. Existentially staring into the space.
Just slowly sliding across.
Yes. So I love the Avies. I'm cool with the Stars too. I don't hate your suggestions. They are very far off from what I was going to suggest. So
I love the Mammoth. Yeah, I'm going to keep pushing for them week
You're
after
keep
week.
Pushing for the Mammoth. Yeah,
we're gonna miss the Mammoths. We're gonna miss the Mammoths window. We're gonna finally get around. You're gonna be like, fine, we'll watch the Mammoth, and then they're gonna go like 5-1 during our time watching them.
Yeah. Do you know my team?
I got one team left.
Oh, you got one team left. Okay. I'm sorry.
There is a team that plays over half of the Central during the stretch.
Ooh.
So I keep talking about how we need to keep looking at the Central because it looks like the best division in hockey. But there is a team that plays over half of the Central, Mike. And that team's the Anaheim Ducks. They play the Golden Knights tonight, then Jets, Avs, Red Wings, Wild, Mammoth, Bruins, Senators.
Okay.
So they play all of the top teams in the Central, except for the Stars, as well as getting a little bit of a peek at the Red Wings, getting a little bit of a look at the Golden Knights, closing it out against the Senators team that by then, supposed to have Kachuk back on the ice.
Ooh, little Brady Kachuk.
Little Brady Kachuk.
A little
Lucas Dostal is looking like the best goalie in hockey.
Yeah.
Leo Carlson.
Ooh.
Cutter Gauthier, who's tied for the league in goals still, I think.
At 11, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But that's my last team.
Okay, that's interesting. Ducks interesting.
It's interesting.
Do you want to know the one team I had written down?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and hit plugs. Yeah.
I never thought.
So, all right, here's the one team I had. You ready for it?
Uh-huh.
All right. Quack, 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 quack.
Oh my God, you picked the Jets?
No. My team was the Ducks, baby. A little Leo Carlson. A little Cutter. Cutter? You can name your kid Cutter. You know what he's going to do? He's going to excel in either the sports world or probably the porn world. Those two options. He picks sports. He's killing it. My boy, T-Squared, Troy Terry, Mason McTavish. Love it. And then, obviously, the grizzled vet, Chris Kreider. 9 goals on the year. Just leading the charge. I love this Ducks team. I'm all about doing.
You didn't even mention their defensive core, which they're once again they got problems deep on their defense. I mean, unless you're a big Ratko Gudas guy, but
I do like Ratko Gudas.
they're top 4, and their top 4 isn't the strongest in the world, mind you. Yeah. But I really like their defensive core of Jackson Lacombe, Trouba, Drew Helson, and Owen Zellweger.
Yeah,
I like all those guys.
Yeah, dude, I these Ducks are to steal a Simmonsism. Kind of frisky.
Frisky Ducks?
It's frisky Ducks.
No, okay, so there's this whole famous thing for the Simmonism where Simmons keeps calling things blank island and Zach Lowe's like, that's not an island. Like you can't be on Giannis Island. Everyone already knows Giannis is good.
Right.
Are the Ducks frisky if they're first in the Pacific?
I guess they're not really frisky. I mean, this team's just better. Like when this team was dog shit, which was like what 8 months ago or something, like last season. Like Frank Vetrano was like their top scorer, and he's like lighting it up.
Fourth line for Toronto now.
Yeah, dude's 4th line right now because they got the young guns swinging. They brought in the like I said, the grizzled young vet, and Chris Kreider, and it's just working for him. So it's totally different. I guess not. I guess you can't call them frisky based on the standings. That's fair. Based off the fact that they've spent years as a bad team, and now they seem to be getting it together, and like no one's expecting them to do something, and they could do it. I feel like that falls into the frisky category. But yeah, I mean, I do agree that maybe like a little bit of help on the defense. But I think, you know how we were talking about like the NFL, and you were constantly like questions about their CB2. My thing is probably like defensive depth. You know, like question about the defensive depth here. That's my thing. I think like 32 teams in the NHL, probably like, I don't know, like 30 of them, I'd say like could use a trade at the deadline for some more defensive depth. But dude, there's just like so much fun young talent on this team, and they're starting to get it together. And it's always fun to be in on the ground floor when things get going. So that's my pick for Team Town Alone for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that we overlap on that, so I think that's an absolute go. I think that we are going to do Anaheim for the next 2 weeks. Also, like in competition with teams like Montreal, like the Avs, for most, like Edmonton, for most fun top 6 in the league. Leo Carlson, Troy Terry, Cutter Gauthier. Also, that's the young guy line. I know Troy Terry's kind of like aging up a little bit, but this is the fucking young guy line. And then Mason McTavish, Ben Sinicki, and Alex Killorn as their second line.
It's fun stuff.
Like, they just got dudes, man. They got a fun top 6.
Yeah, I mean, they do. They have this extremely young group out there with like your veterans slotted in there. Once again, like your Kreider, your Killorn, your Vetrano. It's just it's a good mix. I'm feeling it. Do. Team Town.
You know what's also funny?
What?
Kreider has 5 of his goals on the man advantage of his 9 goals, and I'm still like, so that just means he has more opportunity to score at 5-on-5. I'm just waiting for the 5-on-5 sheet to drop, eh?
Just waiting for that. Once that shows up, Rocket Richard, Kreider, here it comes.
All right, so we are going to go with the Anaheim Ducks as Team Town Alone for November 8th through the 20th.
We're quacking.
They're going to start off with the game against the Knights tonight at 9 o'clock.
We're on quack.
Here's can I tell you now that we've already chosen it, it's too late to go back. Here's the downside, Mike. In your time zone, here are their puck drops: 10 p.m., 10 p.m., 9:30, 7, 6, 10 p.m., 10 p.m., 10 p.m.
Okay, I don't go to bed at like 8 o'clock like you, so that doesn't really affect me.
I'm gonna be watching a lot of games the next morning.
Yeah.
There you go, Mike. We have chosen our Team Talent 11 for the next 2 weeks, and if you got a problem with it, come to our live stream on Tuesday and yell at Mike while he's choking to death on whatever food he decides to get delivered this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hammer an entire party sub from Subway. I'm gonna do a full, like the really big ones.
Mike, I got a thing on our rundown here, which is simply called "Is This Real?"
Is it real? Hit me with them.
We are early in the NHL season, and there's some stuff that looks a little not real. And some of the stuff, for instance, is so not real that since the time I wrote it down, it's no longer real.
Oh, man. Can't get much bigger.
So I would like to start off here by thanking the Winnipeg Jets for crushing my number 1 seed Winnipeg. Is this real? Apparently not.
No.
Because they've gone 6-4-0 in their last 10 and have firmly fallen out. What's up?
I mean, it's not real, so we don't have to go into that. But can we be like if you are like, I feel bad for Jets fans. They're in like an abusive
all Jets
relationship
fans in any sport.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like you're in an abusive relationship. You know, you're gonna go into the regular season. You're gonna have Mark Scheifele. He's putting up the points. Look at that. Look at Kyle O'Connor. And then you're gonna get in the playoffs. The thing's gonna get a little tighter, a little more physical. Hellebuck's gonna shrink, and it's gonna fall apart. And you're gonna do that for the rest of your life. It's unfortunate, but it's true.
Are you the big Gabriel Velarde guy, or am I the big Gabriel Velarde guy?
I do like me some Gabe Velarde.
One of us is.
I think you might be the bigger one. I don't wake up in the middle of the night in a hot sweat for Gabe Velarde like I do for Noah Dobson. It's a little different.
This team is such like just a team of dudes, and I get that it's like it's a smaller market, so that's kind of how it has to work. But it's just like it's almost like the Expendables, where they just have like a team of guys, and you're like, all these guys come together when there's one mission, and that mission is to get eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. Like Gustav Nyquist, Nino Niederreiter, Gabriel Velarde, Vladislav Nabokov, Alex Iafallo, Jonathan Taves.
The worst. Jonathan Taves. Sorry. I love that Taves. No, I love that Taves is playing hockey. But like, if you were gonna tell me like Taves that make an impact in NHL in the year 2025, Jonathan is not the one I would say. So that's just my thing.
But yeah, so they're not number 1 seed, so we don't need to spend too much time on that. But I do. How about this, Mike? How about this? The preseason favorite to win the Gavin McKenna sweepstakes, Pittsburgh, is a playoff team? Is this real?
Yeah, it can't be. It could be. So here's the thing. Well, the issue is that because they got Sid the kid, who's not a kid now. Now he is like Sid the AARP member.
Sid the old.
Sid the old. But because you still have him, it's like we can never say we're tanking. Because if you were truly tanking or you were just like going into a full rebuild, what you should be doing is talking to him and being like, where do you want to go? We'll get you there. We'll get the trade done. So, I mean, for that reason, yeah, they're probably gunning for the playoffs. It wouldn't surprise me with, what's his face? Bad GM, man.
Malkin. Oh.
No, bad GM.
Dubas.
Dubas, yeah, Kyle Dubas at the helm. That they're going to keep trying, like, all signs point to, yeah, let's probably like tear this down and move into the next era for the Penguins. And he's like, yeah, we can still do it. Could they slide in as a wild card? I'm not ruling it out, no, but I don't see the value in doing that because I think the ceiling
is a wild card.
Yeah, I think
currently second in their division.
Yeah, I mean that's cute. Once again, we're like 11, 12 games into the year.
16.
Like I said, 11, 12, 16. Very close numbers. But my point being is that like we're still in the first quarter of the season, and I don't see them keeping up this pace. So best case scenario, I think they slide in. Okay, I'll be generous. The third place team in their division, probably a wild card, and knocked out in the first round. And then you're sitting there with your dick in your hand, not with a not great draft pick, and Crosby's another year older and another year closer to retirement. What are we doing here, people?
They currently, as a team, have the most goals for in the conference.
Let me jump in and say the upside is the end of the year. I think the Carlson contract's off the book, so you get out of that finally.
I think it has another year left.
Ah, fuck me.
They currently have the most goals in the NHL, in the East as a team. That being said, they also have played the most games in the East.
Yeah, I'm just not buying it.
What would it take? How far into the season before you'll acquiesce?
January.
June. After if they hoist the cup. If they hoist the cup, I'll start to believe in this Pirates.
Once they're putting they hold the cup up, like, you know what? I think this team's legit. I think they can do it.
I think they got a shot.
I think they can make a run. I don't know. Something about them.
What is it? Is it just because they're old? Is it because in preseason we were like, nah, they're screwed? Is it Evgeny Malkin currently rocking a 63% on ice goals percent?
Yeah, it's just a little regression is coming. Like I can't just buy into a team. Like this team is so carried by like 38-year-old Sidney Crosby and 39-year-old Evgeny Malkin. Like what? I was about to say,
here? Excuse you. This team's also being carried by Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah, like I'm so sorry. I forgot like winger like fucking Rust, who's 33 years old. Like
Anthony Mantha.
Anthony Mantha, who's 31.
Ricard Raquel,
who's on the Penguins after getting traded to the Capitals and not doing shit when he was expected to be one of their big goal scorers. Like, come on. One of your top defensemen is a dude who can't play defense and makes up for it by getting a lot of points.
You hate Erik Karlsson more than anyone I know.
I do. I'm not even going to deny that one. I really do.
What about Chris Letang? He's come back from 2 strokes. Still playing hockey.
2-stroke Chris Letang, who is also 38 years old. Here's the deal. I'm old. For those who don't know, I'm 32, so I have like probably like a solid 18 years left. I'm gonna live them up. But the point being is, so when I see a player older than me, I'm like, God, dude, that dude's cooked. He's old.
And all this, by the way, is being stitched together with Jari and Silovos, who are currently sporting 2 of the best goal save expected numbers in the NHL.
The regression to the mean is coming.
Since 2015.
Regression. Thy name is regression, and your standing is my target. I don't know. I lost it halfway through.
I don't even know where you were. I don't even know what you were trying to find.
I don't know.
But also, here's the thing, right? It's not like this team's been insanely lucky. They're 26th in Fenwick, and 26th in Corsi, which are both measures of shooting percentage, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like they've been like insanely lucky or anything like that. Like I don't know. Let me see if I can find their PDO real quick. Yeah, here we go. They are 14th PDO, so league average in PDO.
Yeah. So that's actually, if you're a Penguins fan, you're looking at that and going, no, this is actually sustainable.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike,
this might be legit.
Idiot.
This might be legit, Mike.
I will say, if you're gonna ask me like, oh, who's a player at 38 who can still kill it and be like legit, I'd be like, yeah, Sidney Crosby can do that.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of years hating him, and usually if I've spent a lot of years hating you and you don't play for my team, it's probably because you're really good. And that's Sidney Crosby. He's really good. So I'll give him that. I can't sign off on the surrounding pieces and eventually just becoming to where like too much is on the shoulders of certain guys. Like it is crazy to me that we're sitting here in 2025, the year of our Lord, the year of Cthulhu 2025. And we're talking about the Penguins buoyed by Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. What year is it?
It's also worth noting they play some of the lowest event hockey in the league because none of their guys are fast enough to skate anymore.
No, yeah. Not at all. They got kids at chilled ponds skating circles around them.
No one gets that reference except for me.
That's true.
I watched their game the other day against Toronto, which I think was a national TV game or something like that. And there was points during that game where it would be like the Penguins in the defensive zone. They get the puck. They go behind net, make a change, and then it's like 45 seconds of them maneuvering the puck forward to get from the defensive zone to neutral to the offensive zone, and then they have another change. And I was like, God, just go north.
It's not exciting hockey. That's fair to say.
All right, next is this real, Mike. Calgary is the worst team in hockey?
Possibly.
That's like not how this works. That's not how this
works.
This game isn't called Is It Possible?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, Mike, be more definitive. You can't say possibly. Sure. I mean, I think it's like a year or two later than we thought it was, but yeah, they're pretty bad. I mean, sorry about that. They started trading off pieces, like the remaining pieces last year. Was it last year? When did they send
Talk into your fucking microphone.
When did they send what's his face?
Turn your body towards the goddamn microphone because you're gonna get zoned out.
My body is right in the front of it. When did they send?
You're turned away. Your shoulder is pointed at the microphone.
No, I'm not. I'm right. Like my mouth is on it. Like it's right there.
That's not your body. That's your head.
All right. When did they trade what's his face? I'm having a stroke. Defenseman to the Knights.
That was 2 seasons ago?
Was it? Okay.
Wasn't it?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Point being that like this team I feel like has been like slowly like I thought it would be quicker. I thought it would be, after the Tkachuk trade, the Gaudreau leaving, and Huberdeau being what he is, I was like, all right, we're going right into it. Like maybe not this year, but next year, the worst team in the league. And they somehow kept going, like kept fighting and being somewhat competitive, but they finally hit that rock bottom point. So that's probably why, the talking heads of the world and the people online are talking about Rasmus Anderson. Where could he go? And where could these good players move on to?
Nazem Kadri, Rasmus Anderson.
Yeah.
I guess you keep Dustin Wolf. Like I think Dustin Wolf's a good piece for them.
Yeah.
And
trade
Kadri.
Huberdeau.
You cannot offload Huberdeau.
No one's won. Yeah, no, he's gonna die a flame with that contract. Trade Kadri back to the Avs. Let's do it. Let's get the band back together.
Yeah, I kind of want to go to the Bruins. Like I know the Bruins have no reason to trade for like a quality veteran right now, but he just feels like a Bruin. Because he kind of feels like Marchand. That's part of why.
Because he got a big nose.
Because he's a dick.
It's because of the nose, Adam. He's a dick. He kind of is. He's a good two, and he gets physical. He can fight on the boards. I like Kadri. When he came into Calgary, I think he was expected to play a bigger role than he is meant to, and that was probably the problem why it didn't work. So, Calgary is very bad, though, to answer your question. Yes.
So, right now minus 17 goal differential, worst in the league. They also just lost 5-0 in a shutout to the Chicago Blackhawks.
I'm very thirsty. I'm sorry.
4-0 to the Chicago Blackhawks, including a 4-point game by too small Connor Bedard.
You changing your tune yet? You giving up?
I have to. Like, there's some level of me that wants to double down. Like when Scatabo got injured, and I just had to be the dickhead out there being like,
yeah, you're like, I'm glad he got hurt. I hope he dies. Actually,
Connor Bedard right now is 22 points for 15 games, including 8 goals.
Bedard and Celebrini cooking this year.
Yeah.
Connor who? McDavid who?
Yeah, there you go. McDavid who? Because Connor's one of them.
Move over. There's a new Connor or a new Macklin.
New Connor in town. So yeah, like. There's a lot of guys you can sell off here. Like, I don't know how much value you're getting for someone like Michael Backlund, but if you retain the rest of his contract, I'm sure you can move him to Toronto for 6 firsts. Rasmus Anderson's going to be the preeminent name traded this year, I think. But this Calgary team's fucking ass. They're bad.
They're ass.
Which is crazy because they got dudes like I think Dustin Wolf's going to be a good goaltender in this league.
Yeah, I think Dustin Wolf is pretty good between the pipes. I just don't think they have the team in front of them to really like help them out. I mean, I would even say it's the fact that they're like defensive their defensive group's terrible. They're just like they're like their forwards are bad. Like they do not have a good forward group. Like you said his name, like Backlund, part of their center spine.
I did.
Like he's 36 years old. Like right now, if you go online, like look at like their line combinations, they got Kadri as their 1C. He's 35, bro, and he's not a 1C. Not to be mean, like I said, I think he was an integral part of the depth scoring of that Avs Stanley Cup team. He is in no way a 1C. And that's what we're doing here?
No, he's like a depth center that would be like on your PK2 unit. Like I like Kadri a lot, but he shouldn't be playing the position he has to play on this Calgary team. Moving on, Mike, since we've agreed that, it's for real. Calgary's the worst team in the league. So initially the question was, I'm going to change this question. Initially was, Mark Scheifele, Art Ross? Is this real? But
no, it's not.
Mike, without looking, do you know who the top 2 point getters in the league are right now? Without looking.
No, I'm not looking. I know Macklin was up there.
Macklin's one of the 2.
He's one of the 2. Okay. So Macklin and Let's go with the double Mac. Let's say Macklin McKinnon, attorneys at law.
McKinnon is 7th. Number 2, Connor Bedard.
Oh, dude, you're eating so much crow. How does that taste? How does that crow taste? That has to be rough for a vegan to eat so much crow.
At least I was right about Drake May. So
being amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So is it one of the young guys? Art Ross time? Macklin Celebrini or Connor Bedard? Is this real?
I can say right now it's not. It's for sure as hell not Scheifele.
Yeah, where's Scheifele now? Let's see.
Who
11th.
cares?
Scheifele's 11th. He's 3 points down on Celebrini with 1 game in hand on Celebrini. So if Scheifele comes out and has a 4-point game, he's technically back on pace at the top.
Just like the Jets being like a great team in the regular season and then not having it in the playoffs. Like they got some great players that are going to put up numbers in the regular season, but never be like the number 1 in the category. Like I know that sounds I don't know, like a very broad point to make or whatever, but like it's factual and it's also historical accurate. Go back and look at it. So I would never put money on Mark Scheifele to win the Art Ross. Sorry. I would love it if Celebrini or Bedard won it because I'm always a fan of like that next young star becoming the dude in the league. You know, like right now, like just last week I got a Victor Wembanyama tattoo on my left butt cheek. And then I'm waiting to see if I should get the Cooper Flag one on the right. We're not sure yet. But I'm always a fan of like the next big young star taking things over. So
by minutes adjusted points.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
I said he's out of bounds. I was like, I got the Oregon-Iowa game on my phone.
By minutes adjusted points.
Yeah.
I turned off the goddamn TV next to me. Because
good for you. Good for you.
Good for you. By minutes adjusted points, Jack Eichel currently leads the league.
Oh, that's cute.
because he has 270 minutes, 21 points. So he's 2 points behind Celebrini, 3 games in hand. McDavid, of course, making a push now. He's third in the league in points. Hasn't scored fuck all goals. He has 4 goals through 15 games. But
which is funny.
17 assists, 10 primary assists.
Remember that comment he made to the media prior to the season that he was like, "Oh yeah, like to score more goals this year." He's not doing it.
No, he's not doing it. You know, when someone says they're going to score more goals, you expect them to score more goals. So when they don't score more goals after saying that, it's somewhat surprising.
It is. He's no Cutter Gauthier.
He's no Cutter Gauthier, and he's also apparently no Macklin Celebrini or Connor Bedard. So is it real, Mike, that one of the young guys is going to win the Art Ross this year?
I like it.
When did McDavid win his first MVP? Was it in his second season in the league?
Yeah, his first season got cut short due to injury, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think it was his second or his third.
Let's see.
Year.
I'm pulling up McDavid on
AskJeeves.com.
Yeah, on Ask Jeeves. So his rookie season, he won the Art Ross his rookie season. He won the Hart his second season. Yeah.
Okay, Art Ross rookie, Hart second.
He won.
No one cares
So
about the Art Ross.
I'm guessing the season didn't get cut short because of injury. He only played 45 games his first season, but he won the Art Ross still.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
Hold on. I got no. I got to check something here real quick.
Was this first season shortened due to either COVID and or a lockout?
Oh, all rookie. All rookie is AR.
Oh, all rookie. I was like, I gotta. Yeah, that didn't sound right.
Got it. Ross is just it's Ross. It's on here. So he won that his second season.
There you go. Along with a hat.
Yeah. So his season looks like it was shortened, and he came in.
What was his point? Like, how many points do you have in 45 games?
48 points.
As a rookie,
he was third for the Calder.
Yeah, third for the Calder.
Yeah,
because he only played 45 games. That probably. Because
he only played 45 games.
Yeah, by the time the votes came in, people forgot who he was.
Yeah, you want to guess who won it?
Unfortunate.
Here's some other people. I'm gonna tell you some other people that were on the list here. In no particular order: Sam Reinhart, Anthony Duclair, Jacob Slavin, Max Domi, Dylan Larkin, Jack Eichel, Shane Gostisbehere, Artemi Panarin, and John Gibson.
For Calder that year?
For Calder that year.
That's weird. Wow, Reinhart didn't play enough games his first year to be considered a rookie? I didn't know that because Reinhart was drafted the year before Jack asshole Eichel. Just kidding. I have no ill will towards him. Say those names one more time super fast.
Okay, let me
faster.
I'm going to rearrange this real quick just so I don't,
yeah,
because I don't know the order I said them in. Dylan Larkin, Jack Eichel, Connor McDavid, Anthony Duclair, Sam Reinhart, Max Domi, Jacob Slavin, Colton Parayko, John Gibson, Shane Gostisbehere, and Artemi Panarin.
Panarin won it.
Panarin won it.
Yep.
At 24 years old, Panarin won it. Who was in second place? Who was in second place ahead of both McDavid and Eichel? Who was in second?
You know what's crazy about that is in my head, Panarin's like way older than Eichel and McDavid.
But he is, because Eichel and McDavid were 19 and Panarin was 24 that year.
Oh, he didn't come into the league till later. He's probably in like the Russian military or something. I don't know. Pretty wild.
Second place was Shane Gostisbehere.
Shane Gostisbehere?
Yeah. But anyways, this is Bedard's third season, so him winning the Art Ross's third season would not put him on track to be the new McDavid. But
this is Macklin's second.
Would put Celebrini on pace to be the new McDavid.
Yeah, I'm kind of like all in on the Celebrini thing. I hope it's legit. I hope he keeps his pace up because I'm loving it.
We need a term for the Celebrini fan club. Macklin Moors?
Macklin Moors? I kind of like that. That's better than the Bedards. That one's controversial.
All right, so it's real. We're saying this is real. Macklin Celebrini for Art Ross.
To quote Kurt Angle, it's true. Oh, it's damn true.
Next up, Matty Shafes Calder.
That's who else are we talking about here?
Ivan Demidov.
Ivan Demidov.
Who they're tied in points. Demidov is a forward, and Matty Shafes is a defenseman, obviously, but they do not hand out this award to defensemen very often. Also, I think the guy on Minnesota has an outside shot at it.
Yeah, you know what the problem is with Demidov though? Is he? Well, he makes me think of Fairly Odd Parents.
Why?
Do you remember Doug Dimmadome and over the Dimmadome Dimmadome?
Nope. I can't say I do.
Let's go ahead and cut that then.
So current odds. Matty Shafes minus 110. Ivan Demidov plus 155. Third place, Jacob Dobbs
Dude.
Taking Sam
Wait, is that
Montebal's lunch.
we got 2 Canadians in there
got
after
2
Lane
Canadians.
Hudson already won it? That's wild.
After Lane Hudson already won it, yeah. So is it real, Mike? Matty Shafes?
I mean, if Montalbot doesn't get it together and Dobes keeps getting more starts and actually plays, he could slide in here and take this thing.
Would you take him over Dimmadov? The owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadov? What was it?
Yeah, you don't act like you know. You don't know. You don't get the reference. All right, you're not one of the real heads. You're not one of the real Nickelodeon OGs. So I think that's more likely. Like if someone was saying who could steal us from Matty Shafes, who's been not only is he playing really well, like I've started to see like online, the internet. Have you heard of this? The World Wide Web.
I have heard of that one. I haven't heard of Dimmadov, the owner of the Dimsvale Dimmadov or whatever, but I have heard of the internet.
He's starting to get like headlines. Does that make sense?
Yeah, which is weird for NHL players.
Right. You're starting to see things like, oh, Matty Shafes did this, you know?
Can I tell you part of the reason I want us to all be in on the Matty Shafes hype?
Why?
Because we have cornered the market on calling him Matty Shafes. That's us.
We were the first to do it.
We started that. We were the first to do that. So if anyone else does that, they got to pay.
Why didn't we
That's how we get ours.
We were supposed to patent it or whatever. Copyright it.
We already have. Copyright's inherent. You don't need to copyright something. The copyright exists once you make a creative work.
No, that's not how it works.
I think I would know better than you.
I'm positive you have to actually file copyright.
You have to file a patent. If you make a creative work, you have an inherent copyright on it.
No, you have to file it.
No, you don't.
I will challenge you on this.
Okay, challenge me.
So, like, we could create, like, the, new show. It's called, like, the Pumpkin Fuckers, right? So, Pumpkin Fuckers on Fox every Tuesday at 8 p.m., right?
Yeah.
And if we don't copyright it, or Fox doesn't copyright it in this example, someone else could come along and make another show called Pumpkin Fuckers on Spike TV for men.
So
every Wednesday at 8.
The names of creative works aren't copyrightable, right? So the reason
you can
would you shut up? Would you shut up? Shut the fuck up.
Tell me to shut up. Don't you tell me to shut up.
The reason that you can't go out and make like a bunch of things called Star Wars is because as a property, they have that market cornered in terms of like action figures and trademarked as in terms of action figures and merch and things like that. Mm-hmm. But if we wanted to right now start making a movie called Star Wars, it's not a violation of copyright to do that.
So I just realized that I didn't mean copyright. I meant trademark. But still, I think your point still somewhat stands. I still think I'm right and you're wrong. But yeah. So Matty Shafes, Mark Town Alone.
Yeah, there you go. Matty Shafes, TMTA.
There you
go. I'm just gonna move on to the next one. I think that we did enough there. Mike, Pavel Dorofeyev, 60 goal scorer? Is this real?
No.
Okay. Next one.
What is he at right now? He's at 9. 9 in 13 games.
Yeah.
There's just too much firepower on the Knights for me to think that he continues to be the leading scorer. Like, I mean, he could end because he started out as the dude. I mean, Eichel's only a goal behind him, but I feel like the dispersion of who's scoring could fluctuate, and that would stop him from getting a 60. Is my reason.
Currently, he's on pace for 56.
Okay, so mathematically, I was just accurate.
Yeah.
I should have just not said anything and let you say that at the beginning. It would have saved me a lot of time.
But I will say, for some reason, he is just always in the right place at the right time on these power plays. Like
he plays on a pretty good team with a lot of guys who can set him up.
He does play on a really good team with a lot of guys that can set him up. Obviously, not Mark Stone because he's on LTIR until the playoffs come.
Until they trade for him.
But since Chris Kreider's 40-goal season or 50-goal season, whatever that was, that 1 year with the Rangers, there has never been a man to feast more on the power play than Pavel Dorofeyev.
Yeah.
He has 9 goals, 4 of which have come on the power play. This man
he's on
eats on the power play. It's just fucking Tomas Hertl and Mitch Marner and Jack Eichel just passing him the puck so that he can slap it into a net.
That's like such a great. That's just so tough to deal with if you're another team on the penalty kill. Like you got Eichel, who's just a certified playmaker, puck mover, doing this thing. You got Marner, who's a dude. You have Dorofeyev, who's a goal scorer, and then you got Hurdle, who's like the old grizzled young vet goal scorer.
Why do you keep calling people young vets?
You've done that twice. Young vet. I'm sorry. He's just a grizzled vet. Well, I mean, you could say grizzled young vet. If you're in your 30s, you're still young. I mean, not for me. I'm 32. I'm 18
you
years.
Fucking washed.
I'm fucking washed. Hashtag wash Mike. But God damn, this Knights team is so good. It makes me slightly angry.
I will say they are in like a pretty bad offensive slump right now.
Yeah, they'll get it together.
In November, they've only scored 4 total goals.
Wow.
Now they've only played 2 games in November. Somehow.
It's November 8th.
It's November 8th. Like you'd think they would have at least gotten 3 games in 8 days, but they've in their last 3 games total, they've only scored 6 goals.
There's always those really like weird windows on NHL schedules where I'm like, oh, Sabres played last night. When's their next game? And I'll be like, it's like 4 fucking nights from now. What is happening?
I think that their offense has kind of been a little bit underwhelming in general in Vegas to start the year. They've had a few different games that they've scored no goals in, and their underlying numbers are still like pretty good for it. Like they're 9th in the league in terms of expected goal percentage. Not as high as you want with this team's cap, but I think also like maybe they're coasting a little bit. What's the problem with Vegas? Is it
they're in no there's no sense of like
their division is so weak, and like they don't look like this absolute juggernaut we expected when they got Mitch Marner. But their division's so fucking weak, man. I mean, like obviously we're Ducks fans, so we gotta stand for the Ducks. But the rest of the Pacific, Kraken, Oilers, Kings, Sharks, Canucks, Flames.
Yeah.
It's a bad division, man. There's 2 teams that have a positive goal differential.
Right. It's a bad division. You look at this Knights team, and what, like 80%? Let's say 70% of it was there when they won the cup. So like they know what they can do. Yeah. They're not worried about regular season where it ends. They're just like, let's get the momentum up. Let's get it going. And do you want to know what? Can I throw it on a hot take here?
Yeah.
Scorching hot take. If the Vegas Knights win the Stanley Cup, Mitch Marner is going to win. If they win the cup, Marner will win the Conn Smythe. Why? Well, 1, because he's super talented, a very good hockey player. 2, because he's going to be going into the playoffs and not be in the toxic environment that is Toronto, where every time they lose a game, people are trying to stab and kill every player that's not named Austin Matthews. Like that's the media every time Toronto drops a playoff game. Poor Nylander. Enjoy.
All right, Mike. I'm gonna end the segment with one more of these here, and then we'll move on to our final thing here, just for time's sake, and also because a lot of the stuff we covered earlier, like also Bedard is a point of player game, and Leo Carlson 100-point player.
Yeah, real quick, Oregon just kicked a field goal to go up by 2 with 3 seconds left. 18-16. Go ahead.
Last one here. The defending Stanley Cup champion, Florida Panthers, to miss the playoffs. Wow. Is this real?
No.
All right.
Come on.
What?
Come on.
They're 7-6-1 on the season.
Oh.
15 points. They're how many points out of the playoffs right now? If you just look at the wild card, they are currently 2 points out of the wild card with a game in hand over the Flyers.
No, can't make that up. 2 points.
.536 goal percentage, or points percentage, -4 goal differential. They haven't looked good. Bobrovsky had like a really hot start in like the first 2 games, and then I was like, he'll be fine. And then I checked in like after a month, and I was like, oh my god, he's been terrible.
So that is my one concern, is that Bobrovsky at the age 37 has finally hit the tipping point, and they're like, damn.
You said someone's name in a weird way, and I was like, what's the guy's name that Mike always says in a weird way? And it's Bobrovsky. Yeah, Bobrovsky.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like I usually just call him Bob. I'm sure there's someone in the front office who's like, damn, I wish we still had what's that kid's name we used to have?
Yeah, it's King something, Queen something.
Yeah, Knight, like
Rook? Is it Rook?
Yeah, it was a chess name. I remember it was a chess name.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, that's not it.
I mean, An upside for the Panthers is this is the end of Bobrovsky's contract. He's making $10 million a year, which is insane. But still, there's a worry that later in his career, he's starting to hit that tipping point. But I think once Matty gets healthy and gets back into this lineup, things are going to click into place and everything will be fine.
I don't know, man. Like, when's Barkov coming back? Is he done for the whole season?
I thought the whole year. I don't think.
Like, he is such an integral part of that team.
Yeah.
I get, like, Tkachuk coming back. Like, there's an offensive driver. There's a guy who can draw penalties. He's very good at the man advantage. But
I think you discounted him right there.
Like as a two-way player?
Yeah, it's like his offensive presence is notable when he's healthy, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not discounting him. I'm saying, like, his offense is really good. But, like, the level of two-way player that Barkov is, like, the team's missing that.
Yeah, they're like I said. So, like, if they're on LTIR, if Barkov gets healthy, gets back in here, their captain Matty Tkachuk, also nowhere near the same level of the first two guys I mentioned, but like Thomas Nosek for like depth perspective, to put on like your third, your bottom six would also help. So if this team can just stay within reach and get healthy going into the playoffs, make it, then yeah, I think they're still going to be a force. I don't think I just can't see if they can get healthy and get rolling. I just can't see any world where they don't make the playoffs. It doesn't make sense to me.
But that's you said if and if, right? Like if they get healthy and if they get rolling.
Yeah.
So we're counting on variables to change for them to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Variables.
I'm a little concerned. I'm not saying it's real. But it's on the precipice. It's close.
It's on the precipice.
I think that if they don't like reel off like 4 or 5 straight soon, this could be in a real dire situation.
Yeah.
I did want to just say this. I got one more Florida Panthers fact, and then we'll close out the pod with our final segment here. The Florida Panthers currently have 0 games that have ended in overtime. However, they've had 2 games in the shootout, which means the Panthers just hate enjoyable hockey. They hate when their fans enjoy something. They hate fun.
That's their least favorite thing. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Well, Mike, we'll make this somewhat quick, but closing out our hockey segment what are you doing?
I don't know.
Closing out our final segment here. What?
So Oregon won. So I just was like, I'm curious. So I threw to the ACC network to see the powerhouse battle that is Florida State versus Clemson. I click over to it, and the sideline reporter standing there talking, holding up a bag of Sour Patch Kids. And I was like, yep, that makes sense. What else is there to talk about when it comes to Florida State versus Clemson? It's fucking hilarious. I don't know.
Iowa covered though, right?
I'm a podcaster.
Iowa covered +6.
They did.
Good job, Mike.
Good job, by me.
That was one of your picks in the article. All right, Mike. Last thing I wanted to do here real quick. The East is confusing to me. So I figured, what better time than the present? Let's go through here, and we're going to pick one team from each of these categories. One team to definitely make it through the division. So a team to be in the top 3 of their division. No question. You are sure they are going to be there. Yeah. One team to definitely be in the wild card.
Yeah.
And one team to definitely miss the playoffs.
Okay.
Easy enough? So let's start with the easy one. Let's start with the team to definitely be in at the divisional level. And I'm not thinking of this as a draft, but I'll let you go first, and I'll try to pick a different team than you. So who is your team to definitely be in the top 3 of their division?
Hail Satan. I'm going to go ahead and say them New Jersey Devils.
Devils are a great pick. I'll take coming off the top of their team talent alone, Montreal Canadiens. Should we do have we not done the Devils enough service this year yet? Should we do a quick Devils?
I mean, I know we touched on it when we were talking about potential team talent alones the last time we did this pod. Because they're just playing, they're healthy, unlike last year, and they're just playing. Like Jack Hughes is like 4 Nations. What? Forget about how terrible I was there. This is what I cook with.
Do people even talk about that, or is that just you and me that talk about how bad he was in the 4 Nations?
We watched 4 Nations, and we were like, look at this little bitch. Can't play physical hockey.
If they trade Dougie Hamilton, it's a huge mistake. I get it. Like, don't losing an asset for nothing, but he's been awesome this year.
He has. Yeah, Dougie's been good.
And of course, that whole top line: Jesper Bratt, Timo Meier, and Jack Hughes. Been incredible. I mean, you could just keep going down the line. Nico Hischier, Luke Hughes, like the team, Cody Glass, even like the Andros Palat. Like we just watched the Montreal game on the stream the other day, where I think Palat had 2 points, a goal, and an assist.
Yeah.
Just they've been great. Next category, Mike. A team to definitely be in the wild card in the East.
Def wild card.
Definitely going to be in the wild card. No question in your mind. This is a wild card team.
Adam, I gotta tell you, this team can get healthy. They can do it. Buffalo Sabres.
I think you're gonna say Florida Panthers.
These Sabres can just get healthy. Like right now, listen, injured reserve. Listen to this. Injured reserve right now. Kulik, Zucker, Benson, Norris, Dahlin. We're so hurt. If we get healthy, wild card, we could win the Presidents. No, we can't, but still. So I'm gonna say something right now. We're gonna get healthy. We're the drought's ending this year.
And it doesn't go out with a bang. It goes out with a wild card.
I don't even care when it goes out, as long as we get in. It's like when you were in high school, you're a virgin. The first time you had sex, you're like, I don't care how long it lasts, as long as it happens.
You didn't have sex till high school?
No, I had sex in elementary school, actually, with my teacher.
There you go. My definitely. Also, that is such a long shot. Like I said, definitely. Like this wasn't like we're gonna
it's definitely happening.
All right. My definitely wild card team. The up and down, the inconsistent, the fighting Nikita Kucherovs, the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I think it's happening.
You think they're out? You think they're making it?
No, I love the idea of me picking the team that is dead last right now.
Yeah.
And then you going with the team that's like, in the running and me being like, yeah, that's ridiculous. That's not no chance in hell.
Get real. Get real.
You're an idiot. Look at this guy over here.
One of three teams in the Atlantic that have a positive goal differential right now. I think we can all agree that Boston is not going to be staying where they are.
No.
Boston, I do appreciate this about Boston. They either win their game or they lose in regulation. 0 loser points for Boston so far this year.
I got that going for them.
Yeah. And finally, Mike, to close out the Talent Alone BASKEY Basketball and Hockey This Week Hockey podcast, who is one team in the East who is definitely, no question, missing the playoffs?
I'm gonna say the Islanders. They got Matty Shafes. They got not much else. At least for me to feel confident in. They lost their best defenseman.
Ilya Sorokin? Noah Dobson.
Noah Dobson, bro. Dude, I'm a Dobby head. That's the new nickname I'm giving his fans. We're Dobbies. All right. I'm a Dobby. We're Dobbies.
I would die.
Yeah.
If I'm Dobby, I would die.
Yeah, I don't know. This team isn't really cooking with much else for me. Like Horvat on the top's fine. I think the wing particularly, they're not very deadly. And like I said, they traded Dobson, and I think you're looking at a defense that's like a lot of Schaefer. Like, oh, Tony DeAngelo's out there. He's on his 27th team. That's cute. They still got a lot of work with, and so yeah, I'm saying they're definitely not making it.
Yeah, mine's gonna be Boston. I think that they are going to be a trade deadline seller as they start to slip out of the. Currently, they're in the playoffs, but as they start to slip out of that, I think they'll be a trade deadline seller.
Pasta to the Sabres for a 5th? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think they're going to sell Pasternak.
Who's Pasternak?
I think that they're going to.
Is that a player?
I think they're gonna sell people like Nikita Zadorov.
Oh, I don't want him back. We drafted him. I don't want him again.
I think Jeremy Swayman is probably not as much of a pumpkin as he's looked like the last 2 seasons, but kind of a pumpkin. Probably not the guy that we were like, yeah, Swayman and Olmark, these guys really can go. And now hasn't been great. And then behind him, Jonas Korpisalo has been terrible.
This is amazing, by the way. Sorry, I'm not going to cut you off, but the Bruins have a defensive pair of Nikita Zadorov and Henry Jokiharju. Why would you do it?
Both Sabres.
Yeah, why would you do a defensive pair that was formerly part of the franchise that is leading sports in playoff drought?
It's crazy how many like old dude veteran guys matter for this Boston team to even be in this position. And like as soon as they get like one bad injury or drop a couple of games and fall out of the playoff, like Morgan Geekie, Pavel Zacha, maybe Elias Lindholm, Casey Middlestat, Victor Arvidsson, Tanner Janot, these guys can all be sold.
I hate
Although Tanner
Janot.
Janot, they're going to get 6 first-round picks for him when the Lightning want him
Yeah.
back, so...
I don't personally hate him. He's just like the most like talked about hockey player that I never understand why he's getting traded for things or getting signed to certain contracts.
Do you think like him, Nick Cousins, and Connor Brown all have a group chat where it's just guys that for some reason we're always talking about chat? Maybe like give like a temporary invite to Matt Rempe every 2 weeks. It's just like dudes we're always talking about for some reason.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. But I'm definitely with you on this one. I don't see the Bruins keeping up the pace they're on.
All right, Mike. That's all I got this week. Is there anything else you want to touch on the way out the door?
Nothing that jumps out right now.
Nothing that jumps out right now.
Has Carter Hart played a game yet?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Let me double check that because I said that very confidently and I'm not sure.
You did. I believed you 100% the way you said it. I was like, yep, he hasn't played.
Yeah, he hasn't played a game yet. All right, Mike. You want to hit your plugs and we'll get out of here?
Yeah, follow me at Silent Mike on X.com, which was, I believe, formerly known as Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And other social platforms. A little late now by the time you hear this, but I did drop a lightning round on Saturday, throwing out some very last-second bets, which I'm actually doing pretty decent on as of right now. Don't want to brag. And other than that, do good, be good. God bless, go Bills.
You can follow me on Twitter at TalentAloneAdam. That's where all of our work goes up posted, and I think that I may have forgot to tweet it. I may be in my drafts, but I posted a picture of Rob Dillingham's shot chart against the Jazz. I can't remember if I tweeted it out or saved it for later.
Good.
You can follow me on Bluesky at Cotan Film Pod, a podcast where we will be having an episode within the next 60 days. Follow me on Letterboxd. That's actually just kind of like a personal thing. Like that has nothing to do with the website. I just post a lot on Letterboxd that turn me into goo. Just watched Mad Max yesterday. I watched In the Mouth of Madness from Mike's favorite director, John Carpenter. Nice. Featuring Sam Neill. Big Sam Neill guy. You like Jurassic Park, right?
Life always finds a way out.
There you go. Sam Neill didn't say that, but that is from Jurassic Park.
Yes.
You can go to townalone.com. That's where all of our work goes up, including Mike's most recent on Saturday, in which we talk about the Mizzou Tigers and not the Lincoln Blue Tigers. You can check us out on YouTube. If you're just listening to this on an audio format like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we do have a YouTube channel at Talent Alone Podcast. We post all these podcasts on there in a visual format with gameplay to keep you entertained because your dumb little TikTok brains can't focus for too long. We also stream every Thursday. This week we're actually streaming on Tuesday because it's Veterans Day, so I have it off. So I'm going to go hot from watching Die My Love featuring Robert Pattinson and Jennifer Lawrence, directed by Lynn Ramsey, straight onto the stream where I allowed Mike to pick the stream, which was a huge mistake because Mike does not understand thematic consistency with our channel. So we are playing Pokemon Red Randomizer because when I asked Mike what game we should play, he simply shouted out a game he likes.
We're gonna name our character and all of our Pokemon after sports players, so it fits. What was I was thinking today? It's really popped in my head. What was Ron Rivera's alias when he was picking up chicks?
I don't even know what this. What are you talking about?
Ron Rivera. You remember this?
Paul Buffano.
The Colgate Comedy Hour. No, not. I'll figure it out. I'll get back to it.
If you are watching this on YouTube or checking us out on Spotify, either way, go ahead. Hop over to our YouTube channel. You don't need to subscribe unless it's content you like and you want to stay up to date on it. We always do appreciate that, but just check out some of the shorts we post on there. A lot of them are really good content from some of our other podcasts or live streams to see if just a taste to see if you want some more. A little daddy magic of it.
Wasn't it like Danger something? Like Carlos?
Oh, you talking about Carlos Danger? That wasn't Ron Rivera. That was Anthony Weiner.
No.
Anthony Weiner was Carlos Danger.
No, it wasn't Carlos Danger then.
Okay. Well, Mike's going to tweet this out later and figure it out because we're just going to close out the show here.